Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Here we are. I'm here today to touch bases with what is going on in the country. The coronavirus is still very much alive. Like I always say to people, just the way the government presented. If you sneeze into your elbow or you get a tissue to clean it and put it in a container or a safe place, social distance is very important. So this is something we all have to live by in our daily basis. Please, if you are watching this video, please share it and let's touch bases with let's touch life together, because the life we live is what we make out of it. The breaking news coming out of Nigeria is very, very alarming and very disturbing. In Zamfara State, the Commissioner of Education, one of the most, I don't know how I'm going to classify it. That guy, if he's a Muslim, he need to go to mosque for them to pray for him. And if he's a Christian, he need to repent. And I'm using this opportunity to call on the federal government to get him arrested. Now, Zamfara State Commissioner of Education has barred 3 females, 3 girls, 3 students for not writing WAEC exam. Guess what? Let me give you the, just ask me why. My sister, Kuyo, I'm here to do what I do best, It's just too hilarious to see the way Nigerian educational system work. Why would a state commissioner, it's a doctorate degree holder, stop 3 girls from writing their own exam, their own WAEC exam? You know the reason why? He said he barred them from writing the exam because they were cooking in the hostel. Does that justify it? Does that justify it for a doctorate degree holder to stop 3 girls from not writing a WAEC exam? 3 papers they've missed: physics, mathematics, and economics, or something like that. Those girls were forced. Tell me how they're going to continue their education if they just hit a bricks of wall. So I'm using this opportunity to call on the federal government. Please let me share these videos we are watching. That commissioner of education need to be stripped of the doctorate degree he holds. They need to get him sacked. As an ambassador for peace, I'm not going to tolerate any injustice against any citizen, any woman, anywhere in the world. For a commissioner of education to stop 3 girls from not writing their WAEC exams because they were cooking in the hostel. What kind of offense is that? What kind of offense is that for you to stop people from not writing their exam because they were cooking? Does the end justify the means? So I'm calling on President Buhari to do the needful to get Commissioner, his name is Dr. Ibrahim Abdullahi Gossan. He needs to be sacked, and in fact, his doctorate degree needs to be stripped of him. He cannot be a commissioner of education. How does he know? Commissioner of education, you are not a teacher. Even if they come and ring you and tell him, no, girls are, a commissioner of education, he's not a teacher, he's not a headmaster, he's not a principal, got no connection with the school. He's just a commissioner of education that give rules and regulations, principles, pay the workers, not to even deliberate on students how they're going to write their exams. He's not a supervisor in the exam hall. And he have no right to stop people not to write their exams simply because they were cooking in the hostel. What kind of a country is this? I'm using this opportunity to call on the President Buhari and the state governor, Zamfara state governor, to sack Ibrahim Abdullahi as the Commissioner of Education. It's very, very hilarious. It's uncalled for and it's unpalatable. I don't believe in injustice For the system to work, everybody must be carried along. You cannot call and tell me you are an educational commissioner and then you deprive people of their basic rights, of education. How can a commissioner of education deprive people of writing exam simply because they were cooking? What kind of a country is that? Who does that? Now who do this? Now who do us this wahala? You call yourself a doctor or a degree holder, a doctorate degree holder, deprive 3 girls from not writing their exam simply because they were cooking in the hostel. That is weird. It's uncalled for. It's time for us to stop celebrating these people. You can't go defying and dehumanizing people. You know? And maybe it's not even because of that cooking in the hostel. Maybe he tried to sleep with them. Maybe that's why those girls refused. And then because as a result, he stopped them from not writing the exam. Because he's a commissioner. And later tell people is that he's not aware. After you barred them not to write the exam, you are telling people that you are not aware that they did not want to go and write the exam. What kind of a silly idiot or silly mistake is that? You say you are a doctorate degree holder and deprive people from not writing their own exams. How are they going to achieve their doctorate degree if you stop them from writing their WAEC? This is weird. Please help me share this video. Let's touch life together. I stand against injustice and I'm not going to take it from any commissioner, from any police officer, for any governor who does not have respect for his own citizens. This is weird. It's absolutely barbaric. So, did the news for Mr. President Buhari? The ball is in your court. The governor of Zamfara State, the ball is in your court. The commissioner of education of Zamfara State needs to be sacked and stripped of his doctorate degree. Please help me share this video. Let's touch life together. So many disturbing news coming out of Nigeria. You can't imagine that commissioner. Where he grew out from, I don't even know. I'm very, very sure he grew out of the desert where there's no trees. How can a commissioner of education deprive people from not writing their WAEC exam because they were cooking in the hostel? I mean, people are hungry. You have a hostel to cook. How can he cook? You have a pot and have a gas. How can he not cook? You put somebody in the hostel, yes, they are hungry. If what you are providing for them is not enough, they have to find solution on how to cook and eat instead of them eating rubbish. Please help me share this video. Let's touch life together. It's annoying for a commissioner of police, a commissioner of education to stop 3 girls not to write their exam simply because they were cooking in the hostel. It's weird and hilarious. My people, we need to condemn this to the fullness. Please comment. Give me your thoughts about this. It's not just worth it at all. For a commissioner of education, Dr. Ibrahim Abdullahi, to stop 3 students not to write their WAEC exam simply because they were cooking in the hostel. What kind of discipline measure is that? Deprive people not to write their WAEC when you know you are a doctorate degree holder. And I'm using this opportunity to call on the president of Nigeria, the governor state of Zamfara, to sack the commissioner of education and strip him of his doctorate degree holder. The doctorate degree. Because why? You deprive people from not writing their WAEC. How do you think they're going to get a degree? If you deprive them from not writing their WAEC, they need that WAEC to go and get a degree in the university. And now you stop them. I think there's more to that. I'm not very, very sure if that is the reason why. Perhaps he wanted to sleep with them and these people refused. And they used that as an excuse to say because we are cooking, as a result, you cannot allow them to write the exam. That is weird. I've never seen all this nonsense happening before. You know? This is weird. A River State man has been arrested for defying his 3 children. He started this ordeal in 2017. He defied the 3 daughters. He has 3 daughters and he has defied them. The last one is just only 2 years old. And when he speak up the family of the woman and the man want to beat her up and he says they told her it's a taboo. What kind of a taboo is that for a man to defy his 3 daughters? This is weird. pastor in Anambra State has been arrested for raping kids. This is weird. Is this COVID-19 era made for raping? Or dehumanizing human beings? Brothers and sisters, let's touch life together. It is hilarious that things that is coming out of that country make me sad. It make me sick to my stomach. To see people taking laws into their hand and no one cares to deal with this situation. I'm a human rights activist and I believe in the freedom of the people. We must be free. I wouldn't blame Sowore when he called for revolution. It's just because the situation he finds himself, he can see it clearly that where we are heading to, we are heading for a doom. Why are all this happening in one society at the same time? Anambra, Imo, Edo, Ondo, Rivers, Bayelsa, Zamfara. All these are full. I don't know how many. It looks like in every 10 minutes, there's a rape. This is weird. Nigeria, and I wouldn't blame the Kaduna State Governor, the House of Assembly, came up with a Dracula laws to castrate any man found wanting of rape. The only doubt that I have, not for them not to go and castrate an innocent soul. They have to make sure they deal with the case to the fullness, get the original message, because the billionaires could use that as a sign of rituals. They might just arrest somebody that is innocent and castrate the person only to discover that he's innocent. How would they freeze the manhood back? That law, I think consider it so harsh, but the excuse they've given is that these people keep on reoffending. Every time they send it to jail, they come back after 7 years, after 10 years, they will still go back and go rape. So, you might as well put them for life imprisonment, but rather than castrating them. If they know it's going to be a chronic event, then who is to blame? Please let's share this video. Let's touch life together. It is hilarious. It's uncalled for, unpalatable. To see the way our sisters have been touched, the way they have been disrespected. It is uncalled for, unwilling. I'm here today to condemn all these issues that is affecting us in our communities. If people might thought it's a joke, this is not a joke. This is not Big Brother's house, where everybody touched themselves. As little as 6 years old, 2 years old, 6 months old, a man at 38 years will be defying them with their 4x4. How can we expect that to keep on happening? I'm also going to use this opportunity to appeal to Daddy Freeze to calm down over the ordeal of the fake pastor who has been condemning him. You see, the president once said that the duty of a woman lies in the kitchen. Perhaps the same pastors we have is using the opportunity to justify their action or their argument. They go preach the Bible and preach it upside down. In any verse in the Bible, first of all, read the first verse and read the last verse. If it is verse 21, go read verse 22 or read verse 20. God did not explain anything in the Bible without giving reference to men and women. So we have to make sure when you are listening to all these pastors, especially when it comes to women and the men, as you know, they want every African man want to subdue their wives. They want their wife to be submissive. They forgot that they are the head of the family who need to submit to their wife as well. As a result of this, the so-called Oyemobi, whatever they call the pastor, went on a rampage, called that the Freeze Somalia, called him all sort of names, abused the hell out of him, when they misquoting the Bible All these people just want is for them to collect money from the congregations. I keep on questioning it. Who anointed these people? And where do they get the anointing oil from? Is it from Balogun market or from Sululere market? Or they just buy it from Iseme border or Badagry Expressway. They are using to anoint people and pump all sort of fake miracles in people's head. Give them bangles to tie their hands while they are misleading the whole world. The most richest Christians are in Nigeria. But what do they do with it, this money? To enrich themselves in the absence of these poor people donating the money. Instead of them to check their faith, they are busy checkmating other people. Daddy Freeze, please forgive. That's all I can say. But you also have your right to deal with them if you want to. And very, very sure the presidency is getting the pastor arrested for threatening to kill you. And the so-called fake congregations who is seeking for fake miracles keep on clapping for all these fake pastors with fake anointing oil. I wonder where they got their vision from when they read the Bible upside down and make people to follow them. That is weird. It's uncalled for. You know, emaciating, wearing away. You know, I can't really understand the way people use their brain, the way they reason. I constantly tell these people that the life we live is what we make out of it, and they keep the faith to understand that. What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? How can a Christian, a pastor, or a reverend father stay on the altar and abuse people from there without checkmating himself? They saw they have the power to heal the dead, but they don't have the power to cure coronavirus. They use catheter as a miracle to say this is the reason why they are not urinating. All sort of fake miracles coming out of that place. Babies dies and go missing from their churches. And yet, they still brag. Buy ekra with congregated money from people that are orphans and they are not giving back. To even give common rice, you have to question the reason why. You might end up eating the rice they give to you, you start dreaming about them. These people are wicked. They are wicked. For a pastor, a man of God, to go on the pulpit and start swearing, threatening a human being that he was going to kill, he was going to do this, was going to do that. You know, I pray for Bobrisky to sleep with her, to sleep with him. That's the best answer to give to that man. May Bobrisky be his boyfriend. Because that guy is not a Christian. He needs to be stripped of his pastorhood. He needs to be banned from not attending churches in Nigeria. If he can blow hot in the pulpit like that, that is weird, uncalled for, it's unpalatable, according to Wole Soyinka. My brother Gurumigudu will say, mene teke teke. You know, when you see things like this happening in the society, you believe things is going to be okay. You begin to wonder why the people heard. Where did they get it wrong? Brothers and sisters, I'm only here to say a little bit about that, because the way things are going, anything might happen now. Unrighteous people turning things upside down. Oh, what a great tribulation in this my generation. Over the earth, over the sea. Oh, righteousness. My Jeff Ashek, may you still rest in perfect peace. it is weird. It is weird. Anyway, why I'm here today is to announce to you guys that Lawrence J. Osayande, in collaboration with Lola Trend faction, is holding ABUJA down on the 1st of October. We'll be giving out sanitary pads to people in ABUJA area, and we also will be giving out face masks and hand sanitizer to the vulnerable people. I'll have Dr. Joy Audu, who's going to be there to teach people hygienic. I'll have my manager flying from Benin City to ABUJA to lecture, and many more comrades will be attending that program to lecture people how to use sanitary pads and to let them know the importance of menstrual cycles and how sanitization can be a continuous process in everyone's lives. So my people, I'm not going to be here for so long, but I equally call on people, if you like what I do, kindly donate to this great foundation. We are holding it down everywhere. At the end of November, we'll be holding the same seminar in Benin City. So I expect people to look towards that. So I'm using this opportunity to call on people, call on individuals to support this great foundation to meet the expectation of the people. COVID-19 have dragged us behind. All of our project plan out for this year has been dragged behind. But in as much as we want to do everything that we cannot, we're starting up again. Our first stop is ABUJA, and the second spot we're going to be in Benin City, and we'll be heading up to Edo State to do the same thing. So my people, I'm using this opportunity to call on everyone to support and donate to this great program. I understand that it's very difficult. The account number is there. It doesn't matter. People are donating. So far, so good. People have donated about 6,000-7,000 naira from Nigeria. Mostly in ABUJA area, people are donating. I received 2 alerts today. I received 1 yesterday. So please donate to this great program so that we can touch life together. May God continue to bless you and the organizers and for fundraising money to help the vulnerable ones. May God bless you, and bye for now.